Hey, welcome back, everyone. Good to have you here. More Age of Empires here. We're continuing our gameplay as the Chinese. And, let's turn that volume down a little. And this time we're up against the Mongols. We're up against our opponent, Y-God. And maybe you haven't heard many updates about Age of Empires, but I'm here to say that a lot is actually happening behind the scenes right now. I don't particularly participate in it, but Relic, Microsoft, the developers behind Age of Empires 4, they actually test a lot of new features and gameplay balance changes on something called the Public Update Preview. It's called the PUP for short. And on the PUP, there's a lot of new content, which is coming our way. The ranked season is going to end kind of late October. After that, we'll see a lot of the Public Update Preview, or the PUP, coming through and entering the normal game. And there's a lot of excitement because we've actually got, if you can believe it, 2 new civilizations on the way. The Malians and the Ottomans. I've seen a lot of gameplay from them, trying to learn what I can so that when they are released as part of the main game, I can update you all. Though, if you're watching other Age of Empires content, I'm sure you're seeing the new civilizations and the changes that are already going through. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. The 2 new civilizations bring some really cool gameplay. Ottomans have this free military production. They have these terrifying bombards in the Imperial Age. They also have Janissaries, those gunpowder units. And the Malians are very interesting as well. They can produce just a lot of cheap units, and they can have a really self-sustained economy, similar to the Chinese. They can produce lots of food and gold, just like the Chinese, very passively. We'll also be seeing some other balance changes come through. Town centers are going to take longer. They're also going to be more expensive. And yeah, there's just going to be a lot of little gameplay changes. I think economic upgrades are going to be a lot cheaper, so it'll actually be pretty cost effective to get some of those upgrades. Okay, but let's focus on this game right now. It looks like we've got 2 horsemen headed our way, and this is a pretty late barracks going up. I'd like to see myself supervise this barracks. Yep, there we go. And now if we can get out a spearman and maybe the upgrade for the spearman, that would be great. Yep, there we go. And his Khan has been very annoying this whole time. Here he comes with his horseman, but thankfully with my spearman out, yeah, we should be able to fend these horsemen off. He's doing a good job microing his horsemen. He's taking the weak ones and putting them in the back. He's going for my villagers. He should be trying to target down the injured villagers, but I've done a good job kind of keeping them near my town center. We're watching for what else he's going to be up to. We're still just seeing mostly food and gold. I think this is going to be a fast castle. And oh, okay, no, he actually produced another set of horsemen. Now he's rotating them around. He's trying to see what he can do. Oh, these are some very injured villagers here. If he finds these villagers and I don't notice, oh, that's a big pickup from him. That's both of those injured villagers going down. Now that's 2 villagers right there. That's really painful. Every villager really matters here. Good on my opponent for targeting down or injuring my villagers as much as possible, and then targeting the injured villagers. That's really well done. So the Khan sort of buttered and weakened my villagers so that his horsemen could clean them up. Looks like some pastures coming down. Oh, and some more double-produced horsemen. So yeah, looks like we're going to be seeing more horsemen. Look at that. He's still targeting my villagers with his Khan. Now he's coming into my wood line. Some pretty healthy villagers here. Would love to see textiles. These horsemen don't do much damage, But if I'm just going to keep dealing with all my injured villagers, I'd love to give them a boost of HP. That'd be great. And he hasn't been spending much. That's kind of the important thing to note here. He is just continually banking up gold and food. You could see in current resources, he's actually almost done with his gold for the next age. Food he's going to need a bit more of. And me, I'm in the Song Dynasty, but I feel like I'm going to try and get a second town center here. Yeah, you can see I'm mining the stone, but maybe I should recognize here that my opponent's going for a fast castle. It might be to my benefit to just forget about getting a second town center down and instead focus on getting up to the castle age. It's going to be very difficult for me in the feudal age to deal with his castle age units because I'll desperately need crossbowmen. Oh, his Khan's going to go down here. Nice. So he's probably noticing the stone, and yeah, there's a big thing, a big deposit of food, and now he's going for the castle age. And I'm not even close to getting my second town center down. So this is really worrisome. I don't like this. We're going to get hit with a lot of castle age aggression. We're going to need to defend against it. That'll mean putting down outposts and probably making spearmen. The hope is that he just makes knights and we can actually defend against them with some very cost-effective units like spearmen. But if instead he goes and makes man-at-arms, then we've got a problem because we won't have any way of really killing them. Okay, the stone is finishing up. Looks like we've got it. Where are we going to put our next town center? Probably somewhere where we're going to have lots of villagers working. Okay, looks like we're putting it here. It is between these three defensive structures, my main town center, this outpost, and the Barbican. But I don't know. Good, like this outpost, and we'll probably need one over here. But yeah, my opponent is about to hit the castle age. He's still going to need to get a bit more military production. Shame that he made this archery range. He probably needs barracks instead. Okay, we've got our second town center up. It needs to start producing villagers, and I'm actually idling villagers here. Yeah, let's get those villagers producing. Can we get some more villagers going here, please? There we go. A little slow there, and we still lost 2 villagers in the beginning. Keep that in mind. So we are a bit behind here. Although we've been on the Song Dynasty for a bit here. If we look at income, yeah, we're ahead in food and wood. He's for sure going to be ahead in gold because of the steppe redoubt. But let's see what we can do here. Glad I've still got this scout alive. Should really be using that to find where his castle age units are going to be attacking from. And we really don't need this much wood. We should be focusing on a new food source right now. Let's see here. Okay, we're putting down lots of defensive emplacements. We're getting our gold, but we're still really behind on food. I can just tell. I can feel it. You really need like 28, 30 villagers on food to really make it to the castle age as the Chinese. Because when you're in the Song Dynasty, these villagers are getting pumped out, and they are so expensive food-wise. Would love to see any spare wood going towards farms or maybe walls. Maybe secure these berries. That'd be really nice. Okay, there we go. Getting an outpost down. And are we supervising any food sources? Okay, we are supervising this mill. I like seeing that. Here come the castle age units. Oh, and it's a really bad timing. Losing villagers here. We didn't quite get our outpost up in time. Looks like it's a mix of cavalry. Mangadai, horsemen, knights, his Khan. I'm trying to get my villagers to rally outside of the village. Okay, all right. And I'm all right with all of the cavalry. Like I said, I would prefer it was cavalry instead of man-at-arms. But now he's got veteran archers. Wow, he got the veterancy upgrade for his archers. Love this outpost. It's getting good kills. But, oh, he's drawing my spearmen. But, yeah, his archers are taking fire. This I'm okay with. We're just kind of going back and forth on this village. Heck, we could probably start repairing the village if we needed to. But we are doing well on food. And yes, we have enough to go to the next age. But he's really piling on the units. He's just rallying them straight to the front of my base. With that village gone, we might run into some supply issues. Might not have enough houses. Glad the outpost is firing away. I mean, it's doing good damage for an outpost. Yeah, there's a lancer down. They're paying off. Yeah, we're going to lose access to our stone, which is unfortunate. And what we really need are crossbowmen getting produced. But instead, it looks like I'm going for palace guards. And I've got some horsemen. Would prefer they were lancers, but, you know, we'll take what we can get. If we can just survive, that's the most important thing. The problem is we're running into some food issues here. We're actually, you can see our income's actually lower than his in all resources. It's because I'm having to shuffle around all these villagers. We just finished off these berries, and now where are we going to get food? We're trying to make a transition to farms, but we need all the resources we can get. Look at that. These berries run out. Now we're just down to a few sheep carcasses. Okay, it looks like we've pivoted over to these berries. Would love to get more villagers over there. And yep, there is a outpost watching this sacred site. I'm going to send some horsemen out to see if we can't do some economic damage. Looks like we find just a random gur out here. We can attack it, but it's not going to do much. I like that I'm rotating my scout over here. Yeah, we want to keep tabs on his army. He's bringing villagers over too. Okay, yeah, he's putting down forward outposts. And here's his army. He's mixing in everything. He's got archers, Mangudai, lancers, spearmen. Wow, he's got a lot. And now he's taking the sacred sites, and he's looking for those relics as well. I'm going to send our horsemen in. It's hard to harass a Mongol player. Sometimes you can get into their wood line. That's your best chance. Wow, look at that. He's preemptively hiding villagers. Yeah, there's not much that we can do there. Town centers are a little idle here. That's not good. We need villagers producing. Would love to see this get supervised. I mean, this one mill is basically our food source. Oh, okay. We've also got the boar over here being processed, so that's good. We're just kind of bracing for the next attack. Upgrades. I don't even think we have a blacksmith, and I did see a blacksmith on his end. We should check his upgrades. This game could quickly come down to a question of upgrades. We'll need ranged attack. We'll need melee armor. But he's getting such a variety of units, it's hard to know what will be effective. And now the relics are starting to disappear and the sacred sites are being grabbed. We're going to see his gold income shoot up big time. But it looks like I'm safely gathering gold over here. That's good. And if he keeps making ranged units, we can make some nest of bees, but we're really pumping out crossbowmen, and we need this to be supervised. There's his units. Let's check upgrades. Okay, he's got ranged attack. That's about it. But man, 3 rams. We really needed a springald, and we needed to scout that. We needed better vision. If we had known all these rams were coming, we probably could have gotten out a springald. And now all these defensive structures just aren't cutting it because these rams are soaking up the damage. Ouch. He's keeping his army back. He's looking for a good angle of attack. I think he's starting to identify it. Fortunately, we can pull our units away. Would love to see this outpost get a emplacement. The Barbican, it'll stand for a while. I mean, it's a pretty strong defensive structure, and I like to see the crossbowmen firing. That's good. We're going to send some units to attack the battering ram, but we're losing villagers. And whoa, look at this huge clump of man-at-arms that he just inserts into the middle of everything. The crossbowmen of mine, I just can't get them to a safe location where they can fire. Wow, what a clump of man-at-arms. I was not expecting so many. I don't think I've got much longer. It's just way too many rams, and the man-at-arms ball that just suddenly showed up in my base was too much. Probably double produced them. We're running into tons of food problems. I mean, really, we should have established this corner a lot earlier. And wow, yeah, we've already processed all the food over here. It was a good game. I can see how I could still struggle against Mongols. Fast castle is very intimidating, and I honestly think that we should have just gone for the one town center play here and gone castle age ourselves. Then we could have at least had the right units to deal with this. It's just a bit too greedy getting the two town centers. Really, if we had one town center on the Song Dynasty, we're already producing villagers faster. We should just be confident in that economic advantage, and then we can actually defend ourselves and deal with his forces. Alternatively, just skip the Song Dynasty. We could have just gone for two town centers and then gone straight for the castle age, because in this game, what did the Song Dynasty get me? I could have made Jugnu, which would have been ineffective against a lot of his units. The faster villager production is great, but we didn't even get to really use our economic advantage. So we'll try and figure this out a little. We'll try to figure out the matchup against Mongols in the future, but so far, I mean, it was a great game. Really glad to go against my opponent, Y God, and hope you can make it for the next one.